Hi, I'm Kristen Lucero with this WTIU Newsbreak. Immigrants in Arizona are being warned to hold on to their papers. Mexico officials advise Mexicans living in the state to carry all immigration documents to avoid conflict. CNN reports the Mexican government wasted no time in sending the advisory after hearing of the new law. The government said that there is now a negative political environment towards Mexican visitors and migrant communities in Arizona. The law will not take effect until 90 days after the state legislative session closes. Mass murder is the charge for the ousted Kyrgyzstan president. Tuesday, an interim government official told CNN Kurmanbek Bakiev could also be charged with abuse of power. The interim government took in a decree Monday that brought the charges against Bakiev. Officials are facing more problems with the oil rig that exploded and sank last week. CNN reports that oil is leaking at a rate of 42,000 gallons a day from the well. The oil slick moved within 20 miles of sensitive ecological areas Tuesday. Coast Guard officials are currently debating setting the slick on fire to prevent damage. Officials say oil slicks are sometimes set on fire rather than cleaned to reduce the amount of harm to the area. Officials fear the spill could become the worst ever in U.S. history. After 44 years in prison, a killer is set free. Thomas Hagen, the only man to admit his role in Malcolm X's assassination, was sent out on parole Tuesday. Hagen told the parole board in March that he regretted his participation in the activist's death. The other two convicted for the crime were released in the 80s after denying involvement in the murder. CNN reports Hagen has been in a work release program for the past 20 years. Hagen must keep a job, support his children, and keep a curfew while free. Deliberations began today for the man who hacked into Sarah Palin's email. 22-year-old David Cornell is charged with identity theft, wire fraud, and intentionally accessing Palin's email account. CNN reports Cornell posted screenshots of the email on a website. Palin took the stand and claimed the events disrupted her campaign and her life when the screenshots became public. Cornell pleaded not guilty. Executives from Wall Street's top firm are not gaining any leniency from the Senate. Top Goldman Sachs representatives were strongly cross-examined by lawmakers Tuesday. The men are accused of knowing Goldman's actions that may have further hurt the declining economy. Goldman supposedly bet aggressively against the nation's housing market, as well as possibly engaging in other questionable acts. CNN reports the four men maintain their innocence in front of the committee. And in local news, a new deal will let IU students rent textbooks in the fall. Barnes & Noble updated their agreement with the university that will bring the change. Estimates show that students can save more than $3 million with the new program. The more popular textbooks will be available at around 50% lower than the cost for a new textbook. The Indy Star reports the bookstore will also cut prices on new textbooks for students. I'm Kristen Lucero with this WTIU Newsbreak.